Have you ever wanted to be a vampire? Have you ever wanted to be a pirate? Have you ever wanted to be a vampirate at Pirates Dinner Adventure in Buena Park? Well, you know what? We are going to talk to the people who make Vampirates happen. They are amazing. They are geniuses. They juggle so many different pieces to make this show come directly to you. Off. Let us go and meet them! So Vampirates is so impressive, and we are here with the choreographer and the director of this show. You guys did such an amazing job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. It's a big team effort.
Yeah.
And a lot of the people that we get already have the skills and the talents, and we just try to clean it up and put on a show for our community. So thank you so much for joining us.
That's really cool. Now, one question I have about choreography is a lot of times it's a lot of physical acting. And so do you take into consideration like what part of the show it's in, what's going on emotionally when you choreograph?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And each pirate and each character has a different personality, so that comes out in their fighting style as well. If you're really paying attention, and that's my favorite part about choreographing it. My favorite is Andre's he's just a big
Just a big
dude. It's a
yeah.
and he definitely fights different than how quick Jack would be with his knife, and so the character really comes through. And luckily we have such talented cast that they're not just great stunt people, but they're really good actors with a lot of experience as well.
That's
like
awesome.
Maddie, so.
Well, and Maddie, I want to ask you, because this is not just a theater show. This is not just a musical. This is a musical with stunts, interacting with the audience. There is like so many moving pieces. How do you direct something like that? How do you connect with the actors and like keep the story strong while having all of these moving pieces?
Well, I would say with every show, we always have core pieces that we always draw to, whether it's competitions or swear-in. Those are just the key, the key factors within the show. And then from that, you can create a story that we're wanting to tell on the stage. And so I kind of like picked a theme that I wanted to go with. My theme with the show was family and the importance of family.
Yeah.
And so with that, I was like, well, I want to really dive deep into Kate's relationship with her sister.
That was
And
awesome.
then same with the Pirates, with the theme of brotherhood and the importance of being brothers and valuing that, and how from the minute, Sebastian steps on stage, he's trying to pull that apart.
No, Sebastian.
And so what I have to do as a director is encourage my team to push themselves.
Yeah.
It's really easy to want to make small choices. We have actors here who have a lot of, TV film experience.
Yeah.
Where everything is much smaller,
A little more subtle.
More so demure. And so from that, I have to encourage people to, project, but not just with their voice, but with their body. And we're in the round, so we can't just think of just the flat space, but a 3D space to what images we're creating all around the ship, and being able to communicate with my team.
That is a lot. It is a really different experience when you're acting for different mediums. Do you find that with like some of the TV actors as well? Like it's difficult to break them out of their box and get them to physically do some of the stunts?
I think difficult would be, that's a weird word, because I think when you have the training for film and TV, you want to punch those because you know how well it comes across.
Yeah.
But then all you do is like, hey, you want to hit that back row or those back couple rows. The kid at the back of your arena, and you want them to feel the emotions that Saxon's feeling in the moment, or all your characters, whichever character you're playing that night. So then we tell them like your posture, or like using a little bit more emphasis in how you like step into it. Or you'll see Saxon just hunched over all the time. There's a lot of physical acting as well that we're trying to push and communicate, because when you think about it, we have people who don't even speak English sometimes come to watch the show, and we want them to understand, like, I don't know what's happening, but he seems all fired up for it. So yes.
I like to give my actors the permission, the freedom to make choices.
That's
you know,
awesome.
I think people want to get trapped in, oh, what does this look like though? I don't know if it looks good. We get self-conscious and it's like, but it's like, no, it's okay. Just take the time, you know, if you know, when McGee gets shot, right? That's a huge moment. It's a huge impact on the audience of how the scene moves forward. And so I wanted to tell my actor, really take your time, you know, take in your surroundings, take in your brothers, these people you see as your family, and give him the permission not to feel rushed or what does this look like, and start thinking outside of his body, but rather take in the moment.
I need a... No!
McGee's the hero!
No! McGee! Speak to me!
No, not McGee.
How do you feel?
No, I can't watch this. Not McGee.
I feel... Alive. No! All right, lads. Prepare for the sacrifice. That's it. What are you doing? I said get to work. No, Captain! No! What? McGee! He was my friend! And you killed him! I'm not gonna do what you say, and I don't care if I have to fight you! Or Treasure! Or anybody on this ship! Purple
I thought that was really effective. Like, I definitely felt like each actor, like, after McGee's death, like, really, like, took that moment in. And it was believable. It was believable that, like, McGee was actually the heart of the crew and they didn't know it.
Until he was gone.
And I will say, for some of us, we've been doing this for 5 or 6 years now. In this venue, but then decades elsewhere. With live performance, what's fun about that is that we get to make a certain choice, and depending on the house, they're really reacting to certain things. Each night you can come into the building and, like Maddie said, you can make a different choice, and that's what helps keep it fresh for us as the performer. So every night we're not robotically going up, but we're like authentically feeling these emotions. And one night it could be one way, one night it could be bigger, or it could be subtle. And you know, and it all. That's my favorite part, is because there's 12 characters on the ship, but then the audience is like the 13th character that you're kind of listening to, and you guys really influence the way we punch our words, or you know, we make our acting choices.
I don't think I heard that song from Kate before.
So Kate's Lament is an original song that Raimi, Pascal, and I wrote together.
That's amazing.
Raimi was our music producer with the show. She and I spent hours together scoring this whole show. But yeah, Kate's Lament is an original piece that we wrote specifically for this show.
That is so cool. I am so excited you guys are doing original music. That just, like, that's amazing. And I loved that song. Like, I was in it.
I think it's been decades since original music came into this building.
And what's nice about this venue too is every Halloween we try to put up Vampirates, or a different theme, something Halloween themed. But this year it's kind of using the same structure as we had last year, but now we're leaning really heavy into the love story between Benjamin and Kate, and there's new music. This show is really driven by music, and Maddie and Raimi did a really good job at making sure that kind of influences how the audience respond to the moments, and you can feel it. It's so if you've come last year to see the show, that was the first time we did this version of the show. Or that version of the show, and then this year we tweaked it a little bit. So even if you were here with us last year, this year it's really different as well. And I think every night there's a couple things that like the audience responds to every single night. And sometimes my character, I'm in like backstage or something, and I hear the roar, and I'm like, that's the moment.
Yeah!
Yeah.
I definitely felt that strength in the tweaks that you guys did.
Yeah.
I felt the strength in the character moments, and I definitely felt the strength in like the transitions into the music.
Yes,
I felt that was really well done.
It was a huge part of almost turning it into a cinematic adventure.
Yes.
To where the music would tug on the heartstrings.
Yep.
I mean, it is the auditory next level of, I mean, when you watch a film and the strings come in, it's that alone, you could close your eyes and it could pull at those heartstrings to get you,
feel it.
you know, exactly. And then it encourages the actor as well to dive into those emotions, which is something that I feel like in our shows in the past, people like to just focus on, you know, the action.
Yeah.
But we can do so much more. There can be action, but there can also be drama. There can be emotions. There can be, you know, diving into those the heartstrings.
And the emotions, like, one thing that's great about the emotions is it really raises the stakes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Like, it makes the action, like, so much stronger.
Yes. And I think with this version of the show, we're really excited to share with our community because, like, the kids are gonna love it. They're gonna see vampires and pirates swinging around on ropes. So there's that. You know, anyone who's interested in seeing the action, we have a really good fight choreography. We have really good stunts.
Yeah.
And so if you kind of see yourself as a vampire or pirate and kind of wonder what that's like, you kind of identify with these characters. There's that. But then again, this year we really are leaning into this love story, and I know it's a thing. So come and experience it. But yeah, I think
We love
it delivers.
all of our Twilight references
Hey, I wasn't gonna
here.
say it.
Anytime the Twilight music hit, I'm like, oh my god.
Which, you know, we wanted to know what team we are, Team Edward or Team Jacob. Which team are you?
Okay. I'm gonna out myself as being 100% Team Edward in the books. And 60 to 80% Team Jacob in the movies. I was like,
Hey, we don't ask questions, all right?
I was like,
60, 80.
oh, Taylor Lautner, oh my. And by the end, you gotta tell everybody which pirate team you're on.
It's obviously whatever pirate I'm in.
Yeah. Team ladies who can kill you with
Exactly.
with the team that I am on for this show.
Here's what I will say about that too. All throughout the year, the pirates we're the ones like going out and doing a lot of the fighting. Throughout our normal show, Princess and Treasure, they do have a little bit of a fight. But it's so exciting for the vampire show to really get the Kates couple months ahead, and I'm over there texting them. I'm like, hey girls, we're gonna have to do like get into some like physical shape because this is gonna be demanding, and we want to like deliver. We want to wow our audience, and we want to show the athleticism of Kate, the women. And so there's a lot of these fights that are new this year too that we added and show off the athleticism.
Badass lady. I love it.
No, we love it. We love Kate's strong character, and you're gonna love it too.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I'm so glad we're here again, and I can't wait to see more Pirates Dinner Adventure shows in the future.
Come see Vampirates 2024, Kate's Resurrection.
Yeah!
Bye, guys.
Getting good people to drive the ship these days is so hard. We can't all be as good as the genius director and choreographer who put this show together. Well, I'm so glad they let us interview them. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell. Let us know what you'd be interested in being a stunt performer, an actor, a singer, or all of the above. Do you think you have what it takes to be a vampirate?